Hello, welcome to another live stream of Master Investor. Glad to be here again on another valuable talk of money, business, and investment. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and brand. Welcome back. If you're an existing partner, if you're new to our community, ensure that you follow us here and all other social media platforms. Turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live or upload a valuable video that will change your finances forever, as long as we apply the information that we're learning. That's the only way we can turn information into knowledge, right? So today we're going to be speaking about the asset class of paper assets a little bit. We're going to cover some strategies that we can implement to create passive income or cash flow from stocks. A lot of people are traders when it comes to stocks. We want to become a wise investor in every single asset class, an inside investor specifically, which is a master investor. Our mission here at Master Investor is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple. We look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Make sure that you go to our website. We have additional products that you can take a look and see what you need in order to start building passive income. Rule number one in our community is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard through sound investing. Why? Because that's what the ultra wealthy do every single day. And the 3 E's of a master investor is number one, financial education. Number two, financial experience, meaning that we're actively investing. We're not giving our money away to anybody. Everyone here in our community knows that we encourage to practice active investing. In other words, we're active investors. So we don't want to be passive investors. That means that you're giving your money away to somebody, or maybe you just put in money into like 401ks, which are fake assets. Why? Because they don't put any money in our pocket. An asset puts money in our pocket. A liability takes money out of our pocket whenever we're not working. And that's for the asset, right? So an asset is a system of systems, because if it's not composed of systems and the A integrities of a successful business, we talk about it inside of our digital course, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. If you like to have that ebook, you can click the link somewhere around the description of this video, because we have many different tools that we like to share with the community so that we can build the asset column. But when you go to our website, you can have access to our ebooks, which ultimately have turned into digital courses. Okay. And they are there to help us build the asset column. So whatever it is that we need, right, whichever asset class, then we're going to get that ebook. And it's a vivid digital course when you get it on our website, meaning that it's going to go up in value, because we're adding more assets, exclusive interviews, tools, resources, and interviews with celebrities, wealthy entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs, just exclusively for those members on that specific digital course, whichever you pick. And whatever asset we add in there after you get in, then you will be able to have access to those assets regardless of the price going up. You're not going to have to pay extra to have access to any additional assets. So it's a win-win. It's a great investment for our financial future. For right now, it's something that is going to grow in value. You can always grab any asset from there, and think about it. In a year from now, we're going to have a lot more assets than we have there today, and they're going to be yours for free to keep for life. Okay. And we're going to update the content because money evolves. So we have to evolve with the technology, and the world has changed already, and money has changed. So we live in the digital age and the information age, to be exact, but it's a digital age at the end of the day. Everything is going digital. And I don't know if people understand this. I mean, everything, we've been going digital for a long time now, and we need to adapt quickly. And the ones that are going to make a lot of money are those who master the ability to catch trends early, to position ourselves with systems that do the selling and telling for us so that we can provide a solution, right, to the world. That's the whole point of having a business, is to have a solution that people are in need today. And we're going to give that to them in such an easy way that they can grab, purchase, and repeat. And that is marketing. And sales via a system is marketing. And that's what we're going to do here inside of our community, okay? We're going to specifically invest for passive income. Also, I'm going to be doing a podcast right now before we dive into the article that I have here for us today on this beautiful morning here where I am, 7:23 right now. And we are literally all over the world. So, I mean, our analytics have shown that we are covering people from young age all the way to above 65. I mean, we have everything, and we're very happy for that because money is a subject that we all have to master. Regardless of which level we want to master, we don't all maybe want to have the same things, you see, because not everybody wants to make $1 million. Not everybody wants to be the next Bill Gates or whatnot. And that's okay. We don't have to do any of that, but we can learn from those people. We can learn from the mentors. We can learn from people that already been there, that have done greater things than we have. Study the great and become greater. That's the whole goal at the end of the day. We can express ourselves to products, systems, and be able to elaborate something in the world that we can emphasize, that we can address, something that we're passionate about. And that's why philanthropy comes in, right? We talk about it all the time, to become more generous, to practice generosity. Even when you don't have, you can still find things to give. And sometimes it's not even for the ego aspect that, oh, we're given, but it's a good practice because the more we serve other people, the wealthier we become. And it's about giving. At the end of the day, that's where the true satisfaction is. And money can do that for us, right? Money is a tool, and we must treat it like that. We cannot treat it like we treat a human, right? Because money is something that has no heart. A human, right? We feel things, so it's totally different than money. You cannot, and today money is just an idea. So it's paper, it's fake, it's a currency. It's an idea backed up by confidence. Today money is created with debt. August 15, 1971. That's when President Nixon separated the gold standard from the US dollar. Let me get this ready. I'm actually charging the phone a little bit so we can talk before we get into it, because I want to have the phone charged so I don't have any issues as I'm recording the podcast. So if you have a topic, right, it's a good way to create passive income. Are you going to start a YouTube channel? What are we doing, right? Right now we're live streaming in about 5 different platforms. We're going to continue to grow as much as possible. In each platform, we're going to deliver daily content on business, money, and investing, understanding the new rules of money. We have 3 ebooks right now: the 10 new rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, and how to invest in crypto to build wealth, understanding Bitcoin and blockchain. They all require financial education, and we must understand, right, they're all different asset classes requires financial education, and we're literally breaking down each asset class. So if you like to invest in crypto, then you're going to go ahead and use the ebook and the training that we put together for crypto. And if you like to invest in real estate, then we have training for that, right? How to build cash flow in the internet using systems and using affiliate products, and also our own products, digital assets that we can create. Maybe there's a skill, maybe you like to cook, maybe you like to do something that can be packaged in a format that we can sell it quickly around the world. In an instant, we can have hundreds of people looking at our offers, and not even hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions of people. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So check out the links in the description, because there are tools that ultimately helps us build the asset column. We're giving the power back to the community, help you understand how to build the asset column, because we have the right context. We have the philosophy of the ultra wealthy, we approach it the right way. We understand how money is created. Money is created with debt. So debt is a currency. It's not longer real money because the gold was separated from the US dollar. So the US dollar continues to lose value as we print more money. And we checked not too long ago how much the national debt is at this current moment. It's about a little over, or I don't say a little, but above $34 trillion in national debt right now. And it's probably going to hit $35 trillion pretty soon. That's why I said, worrying about inflation and thinking that that's going to go away, when in reality, that's how the economy works. It has been working like that for a long time. So if the government can print money and create money from thin air, because now it's not just printing, now it's just digital. There's going to be a point where it's not going to be printed anymore. We're not going to have that paper, and it's just going to be all digital. Nowadays, people don't really carry cash, but we need to understand that it's just a currency, and the only way money itself can maintain value is by going from one asset to another asset, moving it from one asset to another asset that cash flows. But if it's parked somewhere, it loses value. It goes back to its intrinsic value, which is zero. So the question is, why are people saving money, right? Can't keep up with inflation, gotta pay taxes on savings. And avoids or suppresses the entrepreneurial spirit, which is counterintuitive if you're building wealth to save money, because number one, money is no longer real money, so you're just saving garbage. And that money is being used by the bank to invest, right? For them and for entrepreneurs and inside investors that bring deals to the banks. People that know how to put deals together, right? And that's what we're learning how to do here at Master Investor, so that money cannot come to us. We're going to attract money because we have a good deal. And that's why the phrase that it takes money to make money is not really quite true. It's not accurate, because what first needs to be in place is financial education. And then that's what it takes, right? It's financial education. Then we can make money through sound investing. Otherwise, a gamble. And a lot of people that are traders and they call themselves investors, it's like, okay, what do you do every day? If you're investing in the stock market every day and you're watching and you're trying to go in, buy, hold, and pray that the market's going to go up so you can sell it and earn that capital gain, right? And usually you continue to do that. So now you have a job. You're a trader and you're seen by the government as a trader, by the IRS, okay? So we need to be careful what we are calling ourselves, and just make sure that we have the right labels, okay? Like if you're calling yourself an investor, you're not. If all you're doing is just trading for capital gains income. An inside investor, we build systems, or we acquire systems, right? Because a business is a system of systems. So we need to first, if you never had an asset that produces passive income, then we need to have a system of systems. And it could be as small as a print-on-demand product. It could be, maybe you like to paint and you have a lot of art. Take those pictures, uploading into Etsy, and now you have print-on-demand. Whoever wants that picture, they can buy it and it gets printed right there when the order comes in. So you have no worries about holding storage or paying extra or not having the product right there when the customer. No, it's always going to be there, the product. And when the customer buys, then it gets printed. And it gets, of course, obviously gets sent to the customer's address. Or you can do white label drop shipping. There are many ways we can build passive income online, and building also a podcast is another great way to do it. But specifically, we want to invest for passive income. And there are 5 different asset classes, right? And we're going to focus on building passive income because that is what gives us true wealth. It's the time, the freedom that we have, and how long can we go with that freedom. without working and worrying about paying the bills, because our lifestyle is completely paid by our assets that are producing passive income and sometimes capital gains income. All right, let me get this ready. I think it's charged. All right. And just let me make sure that we are good here on our other channel, Rumble. We're going to start live streaming everywhere. Let me see if we're good. Oh, yeah. Are we live? Yeah, we're live, I think. Yeah, perfect. All right. So let me just get this ready right now. All right. All right, let me see here. So maybe you have a topic, right? I want you to start thinking, what can you talk about? It could be anything. You could be like, it could be your diary. Anything could help somebody. You never know, really. Just by mentioning it in a certain way with your voice, etc., it helps other people. You never know who you can help. So maybe speak about what you're learning, right? So now we have a schedule, right, that we're going to have for our investing plan. So depending on where we are financially, because here at Master Investor, we have people that already are doing over 7 figures, over 8 figures. We have people that are starting now. We have people from all different spectrums, from one end to another. So we have from starting to build the asset column, not knowing anything really about money, shifting the context of the poor mindset with the wealthy mindset. And then we have people that already have the wealthy mindset, already have businesses, investments, and they just want to have new data, new twists, new, a refresh, and just to see what can they get in order to build their asset column even farther, right? Because it's all about compounding that asset column so that we can have more freedom. So I use this little microphone here with the headphones, and that's good enough. Just with that is good enough. We don't, and I just hit record. Let me see here. All right. Hit record. Hear me do a little introduction. Hello, welcome to another talk of Master Investor. Glad to be here again on another valuable talk on money, business, and investing. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and brand. Welcome back if you're an existing partner. If you're new, make sure to follow us here and all other social media platforms. Click the link somewhere in the description of this podcast so that you can have access to our digital courses, newsletter, and other tools that we have available on our website so that we can help each other build the asset column. Our mission here at Master Investor is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple with lucrative opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Today, we're going to speak about using stocks to invest for cash flow. That's the topic. And it's important that we understand rule number 1 in our community is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard through sound investing. And the reason why we have to make sure that that is our rule number 1 is because that's what the ultra wealthy do every day. And we need to know exactly what type of income we're working to obtain. A lot of people don't know what type of income they are working so hard every day, and they wonder why they pay so much in taxes and so forth, because earned income or ordinary income, that type of income that comes from a job, is taxed at the highest bracket, or salary. Even if you're self-employed, you still have to pay taxes, right? And there's a lack of systems on the left side of the cash flow circle because those people work for earn income. They exchange time for money. They sell their time for money. And it's okay if you love your job, right? There's nothing wrong with working at all. In fact, it can teach us a lot of different things that are useful. However, we need to start investing as well, because money is something that we have to deal with for the rest of our lives. So if there's something that we can do, is master the game that we're going to play for the rest of our lives. So learn something new every day about money is not going to harm us at all. In fact, it's going to help us become wealthier and have more freedom, because wealth is measured with time. It's the free time that we have control over, that we can thrive with the lifestyle that we like to have without shrinking. In fact, living above our means. And how many months or how much time, right? How many years, how many generations can these assets produce passive income and capital gains income, so that I'm financially free and I can thrive and I can even increase my expenses. I'm not shrinking at all, because not only I'm redirecting that excess of cash flow into the asset column. The idea is to have the excess of cash flow be an expense. Treat it as an expense, not as an asset. Don't treat it as a reward. Only whenever we build an asset to pay for a liability, then yes, we are going to use that asset to pay for that liability. But if we have excess of cash flow, whatever is left after we pay maybe that liability, maybe we create a Y, and Z asset, right? Let's just say, and this asset is producing $10,000 per week. And we just needed to have $5,000 per week from the asset. But fortunately, it's making more than $5,000. Now we have $5,000 extra. That's the bottom line. That's the positive cash flow. And that must be treated, if we truly want to become wealthy, as an expense. And why? Because that means that we already have a plan for that money to work somewhere. So an expense to what? An expense to an investment, to an asset that we're going to acquire or build from scratch with that capital. We're going to put that money into work so that it can build more cash flow into our pocket positively. And we want to measure our return on investment with facts. In other words, with passive income. Because passive income, when we're looking at a business or an investment that is an existing business or operation, then it has a history. We got to look at the financial statements, be able to read the tax returns, the cash flow analysis, so that we understand where the business is today, and if there's anything that we can do once we take over to improve the bottom line. Maybe there's something that the current owner is not doing, and a lot of times that's what happens. And we can come in with a fresh mind, and we have to be careful during the entire due diligence so that we don't slip and give him our knowledge. We're there to acquire information. We're the buyers. We're going to acquire the business. So we want to get as much information as possible, and then we make a decision with our team whether that business is a sound business or no, because we can read the financial statements. We can measure the return on investment with facts. So there are 5 different asset classes that exist that we can invest in. Number 1, real estate. Number 2, business. Number 3, crypto. Number 4, paper assets. Number 5, commodities. Today we're going to be covering a little bit about paper assets, right? That's what we're going to be talking today. We're going to be learning about using the new rules of money so that we can build passive income, right? And even using stocks as a way to create cash flow, which majority of people is not even teaching what we're demonstrating here. So today's summary, most people believe that the master investor's theory of cash flow investing and stock investing are incompatible. But a knowledgeable investor, an inside investor, understands how to use the stock market to deliberately create cash flow. There are 2 methods to use the stock market to create cash flow. Find out how to do each by reading on. Master Investor stands apart from other financial education providers, in part because we don't advise our community on what to buy or invest in. Rather, we show all the variety of investment opportunities and explain why they are worthwhile. Many investors may find real estate to be decent fit, but not all investors will find real estate to be a fantastic fit. For most people, stocks may be a very sensible investment, but not for everyone. And successful investment vehicle should align with our beliefs, lifestyle, and personality, whether it be stocks, real estate, businesses, crypto, or commodity. There isn't a single investing vehicle that works for everyone. Investing in stocks and following the master investor's cash flow investing strategy. The majority of people think that investing in stocks and the master investor's cash flow investing concept are mutually exclusive. People mistakenly believe that stocks are just a capital gains investment, which involves buying low and selling high. For three reasons, cash flow is superior to capital gains in our opinion and based on our experiences, right? It is resilient to fluctuations and instability in the market. It consistently puts money in our pocket, real money, not just made up paper wealth like net worth, like paper assets where now you're seeing that your stock has gone up and you feel like, oh, I feel great. I look rich on paper, but we actually have the cash flow coming in because we're investing for passive income. So there's a big difference. If you just buying to hold it for the long term and hoping that in 10 years it's going to go up, and you look and you feel good because the paperwork says that you look rich on paper. You look like not rich, but maybe you're just gaining somewhat on that stock. But remember, a lot of times what the company is doing is the very opposite of what the stock doing. The real company of that stock behind it. So we need to learn how to read financial statements and do due diligence. And when we're investing, look for investments that produce passive income first. And if there's an asset class that usually people can make passive income, let's find mentors that can teach us how to make passive income with those asset classes. It's by using creativity, the tax code, the corporate law, and having a wise team of mentors around us that already are doing or already achieve what we want to achieve. And we're going to learn from them every single day. Just like we're doing here at Master Investor. So I appreciate everyone supporting our channel, and we're also live streaming on YouTube right now and other platforms as I'm recording this podcast. So if you're listening to this and you want to have the newsletters that we have going out every day, then make sure that you go to our website and sign up for free so that you have the articles in case you can't make it to a podcast or maybe you don't have time to watch a live stream. Then at least you have 10 minutes to read on your time that maybe you're going to bed or something like that in the morning while you're eating your breakfast, and you can educate yourself financially, because it's all about putting the input that we need in order to change our lives around, right? It's about doing the right patterns and listening to the right group of people. The 5 people that we hang around with, they tend to hold our future. So who are we talking to on a daily basis? We need to really be unapologetically when it comes to building our future in our life, because as we are attracting success, we need to learn how to say no to distractions to protect the deeper yes of our dreams and focus on the 4 pillars of an extraordinary life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. It's extremely important that we work on those 4 pillars. You don't want to neglect one of them. And primarily, you don't want to neglect health. We don't want to do that at all, because there are a lot of people with money in the world, but their health is not good. And that money cannot buy them the new health that they need. Okay? So sometimes some of the damage is permanent, and we need to nurture ourselves, okay, as much as possible every day. Generally speaking, it is taxed at a lesser rate than other types of income. Passive income is, right? And it's taxed lower than capital gains income, sometimes capital gains income, we can utilize the tax code and the laws to defer taxes. And then the highest tax income is earned income or ordinary income. That's the income of the employee and self-employed. And it's very hard for them. There's no room for them to minimize taxes at all because the rules and the laws are in favor of wealthy entrepreneurs and inside investors. And wealthy entrepreneurs are ones that have the mindset, okay, the context of the wealthy. We don't have to have the money physically to have the wealthy mindset, okay? You can have the wealthy mindset, and maybe if you don't have the wealth yet, you still have a wealthy mindset, which is the most important. So it's not really the money that makes us wealthy. Is the mindset, is who we are. It's what we know about money, how it's created, how to put a business together, and everything that we're speaking about here, and how to read financial statements, starting with our own personal financial statement. That's why inside of our digital course, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On, we have a financial statement. It's one of the assets, and it will open up on Excel if you have Excel. If you never use Excel, then learn how to use it. Super simple. It's already ready to fill in the blanks, pretty much, the financial statement. It comes like that, and is the first step towards financial literacy and the very first step towards our financial freedom and true wealth. Okay, it's understanding literally how to build the asset column on that financial statement. There's a relationship between the income statement and the balance sheet, and there are 6 basic words that we will find inside of a financial statement, right? And those basic words are income column, right? The expenses, assets, liabilities, cash, and flow. And we need to know the relationship and understand how the cash flow is flowing through the financial statement and what we need to do to improve the asset column. And it's not about cutting expenses. We never will recommend that to anyone here at Master Investor, regardless of your situation. Because the way to come out of bad debt or a bad situation is to focus on investing for passive income on the asset column. Okay? It's the only way. And it takes energy, it takes effort, it takes time, but it doesn't have to take forever. In fact, today we want to see results fast. The faster results we see, the better we feel, because we understand that we live in a world of speed, of fast pace. Everything is coming our way very fast. Information is being delivered faster and faster to everyone around the world. So now we are more connected than ever before, and we can position ourselves in the world, become producers, not just consumers, and give something back to the world that will improve their lives, whether it's a product that we created ourselves, or maybe we're starting with affiliate products, which are also great. Direct sales via systems, which is marketing, having sales funnels, doing the selling and telling for us, taking the lead from a hot lead to a paying customer and nurture them afterwards to build more rapport so that they can buy more products and solutions from us. Once a person buys from us, they eventually will buy again, as long as we solve that problem. And usually we will, because that individual clicked on the ad because they were interested in the product that we were selling to them, which we matched them so well that they clicked on it and they decided to go ahead and purchase that item. So it's all about having the right audience in front of our messages. So if you're having trouble building the email list or building leads in your business, then you need to look at the marketing, the audiences, and how you're doing the demographics on it. Who is the avatar? Who is the person that really wants the product, the solution that we are offering? And we need to really figure out where are these people hanging out and how we can get to them so that they can click. And a lot of times you'll be surprised, because creating daily content is like having digital assets everywhere. Okay, so you might take 10 minutes to create a blog with your brand on it. You creating a brand, right? Maybe you have a company. You have to think about what are you going to build on that asset column of yours. Right, we all have an asset column. We need to focus our energy on the asset column. I don't want us to focus on cutting expenses or any of that, because that is the wrong information. We want to focus on the asset column and live above our means. Always expand, always grow. And we need to confront our situation. We don't need to run for finances. We don't need to not have a talk with, if you have a partner, talk with your kids about money. Get together in the dinner table and sit down and look at the financial statement of the family and talk about it. Otherwise, it's going to rip apart the family, which it happens. There was a case study that was done, and the conclusion was that the main factor why people get divorced is due to money, and they just lack of communication about money, lack of talking about, because one is working, the other one is working at a different place, the kids are in daycare, they're babies. It's not a way to do it. You live in the things that you say you love the most at home, and you're going out to work in somebody else's dreams, sacrificing your time and somebody else's dreams. I'd rather sacrifice my time and my dreams and my purpose in life. We all have talents and skills. We all can empower other people through our products, businesses, brands. We're here to improve the world and leave a mark and get people to know who we are, even after we're gone, because of our products and services that we left behind and the impact that we created. Can we make a ripple effect even after we're gone? Think about the impact. Do we really think that far? Because I do. I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking already 1,000 years. I want to make sure that the brand and the impact lasts forever. Some people might think that's crazy, but that is the way we have to start thinking, and of course take daily action. Okay, regardless of how big the vision is, we take in daily action with options that are feasible to us, that we can achieve, something that can be achievable, and something that will add into the 4 pillars of an extraordinary life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. It follows that we might believe we are advocating against investing in stocks if we believe that equities are just for capital gains, and we follow Master Investor's cash flow focused investment strategy. However, we are not bashing our people that are trading or anybody that is attempting to create and understand money. Okay, it's better to be actively investing than you're giving your money away to somebody. So whatever you're doing, you need to learn and you need to feel good that you're doing something. And we're looking at where we are today, and we're going to improve that asset column, and we're going to focus our energy on that, and we're going to talk about it, because if we're not talking about money, then it's not going to be created from thin air. It's not going to be created from an idea, because money needs to be in the conversation, and it needs to be inside of us, because money is part of our lives. We have to accept that. Okay, once we begin to accept the facts, then we can definitely get to the meat and potatoes of wealth. We can understand that wealth is created with assets that produces passive income, and those assets we control with our companies, because if we give our money away to somebody else to invest our money for us, that means we lack financial education. That means that the individual is a passive investor, not an active investor. And in order for us to be an inside investor, which is a master investor, we need to be active investors, meaning that we're actively investing and taking action in different asset classes, whichever asset class suits best for each member. That's the asset class that you like to build your first asset, and go with that one. Get an ebook, seminar that will help us understand about that asset class. Okay, that's the one thing we will encourage everyone always to do, regardless of how successful we are. Invest in financial education and mentors to ensure that we are aligned and we're keeping ourselves growing and getting to the next echelon. Because a knowledgeable stock investor, not a trader, understands how to profit from the stock market rather than only looking to make capital gains and profit in it through passive income. Not just by holding it for the long term and selling and thinking, oh, if I sell it in 10 years from now, I'm going to have this much. No, we want to see cash flow right now. We will learn about 2 strategies in this talk for investing in stocks and using the Master Investor's approach of cash flow investing. The first dividend method is rather straightforward. There's a significant learning curve for the second cover call method. Investing in dividend paying stocks for cash flow. About dividends, the NASDAQ website states this: a dividend is essentially a portion of an owned company's profits. We are granted two fundamental rights when we invest in a company or buy shares. We have two rights. The first is the right to vote in favor of choosing the board of directors who govern the business, and the second is the right to receive a portion of the earnings at the board's discretion. This is distributed as a dividend. The amount of the dividend, if any, to be paid per share will be disclosed by the board of directors together with the company's quarterly results. We will therefore get $50 if a corporation announces a 50-cent dividend for a particular quarter and we own 100 shares. Therefore, investing in stocks that consistently pay dividends will increase our cash flow by adding assets to our portfolio in the paper assets class. We can eventually have enough passive income from assets like this to spend however we wish, whether that be now or when we retire. There's one qualification though. We have no control over dividends because they are entirely at the board of directors' discretion. Additionally, we are powerless over the firm we purchase or the company in which we purchase the stock in. Therefore, we are unable to affect its quarterly success. And remember what I said earlier, it's all about control, leverage, and making sure that we are increasing the bottom line. We don't want to be in investments that have a cap we will be in investments, but we want to build and acquire businesses that we can scale to, something that can be spread around the world and we can tap into new markets that are on tap right now, right? Because maybe we need to just implement a certain marketing strategy to be able to go ahead and pull in those people that haven't been aware about our brand. And remember, a company becomes a brand because it has intrinsic value, something that is protected. It could be a logo, trademark, right? A patent, intellectual property, etc. And also it needs to have business integrity, which means that it's for a profit, that the business is making a profit indeed after all expenses are paid, because it's solving a problem in the world and people in the market reacts to that. Okay, it's reacting to the fact that we are solving a problem that they have, and they're also telling their friends. It's a ripple effect after that. Word of mouth is very important when we build our businesses. That's why we need to ensure that there are integrities when we establish our business, or we buy a new business, an existing business. We need to match those integrities to ensure that we are buying a successful business and something that is sound. Not all businesses are going to be running 100%, or all the investments that we will analyze. There may be investments that are mismanaged by the current owner, which also means opportunity to us, because that's where we find a twist that we can add into the business. It will increase the cash flow, and the current owner is just messing out on it. We don't want to tell them that, right? We just want to act like we're just going to take all the information. We don't going to tell the owner our strategies, so that they don't ever try to take our strategies and do it themselves, right? Sell us the business or the operation. So we need to learn how to read the financial statements and be able to decide whether that mismanaged business, if it's mismanaged, then can we improve it? It's the next question. How fast? And what is it required for us to improve that asset column of that specifically business? Because every business, every person, and every entity, right? Every business operation has a financial statement, and we have a financial statement. So we need to learn how to read our financial statement, and once we do that, then automatically we gain the knowledge to read other financial statements as well, because it's very similar to our personal financial statement, any other financial statement. It tells the story behind the person, the company, or the investment. Hence, although dividend-paying stocks are a cash flow investment, it requires little financial acumen. Thus, there are also little returns. Cover call investing as a cash flow approach. A high degree of financial literacy is necessary for the cover call approach. Nevertheless, this also means that there is a great chance of profit to create passive income. Things are about to become insane, but it's really exciting once we figure it out. Let's now discuss how cash flow from a cover call stock option work. An agreement to sell a specific stock onto a predetermined date at a predetermined price is known as a stock option. For example, an investor gets paid a premium in exchange for this assurance. This premium is dependent on both the passage of time and the movement of the stock price. Since the stock options might be complicated, let's use real estate as an example. Assume for the moment that we are a homeowner and landlord. A family is identified to purchase the house, but they are unwilling to do it right now. Rather, they choose to rent the house for 3 years with the opportunity to buy at the conclusion of the lease for a predetermined sum. We are making money on the passage of time rent while we wait for the lease to end. No matter what occurs, as the owner of a lease to own home, we will cash flow and we will win. It makes no difference if the house value rises or falls. The family receive a good bargain if the house value rises above the agreed upon amount, but since we fixed the price, we still got what we wanted. At the end of the lease, we will probably be the one to keep the house if its value decreases and the family decides not to purchase it. We now leave and take up the house lease to own once more. Wash again, repeat. We now have an understanding of the overall operation of a stock option. Albeit it is not quite the same, we do not receive payments during the duration of the option contract. Number one, stock XYZ is ours. We sell an option to purchase stock XYZ at a predetermined price after a predetermined period of time. Number three, we receive the option premium when the term expires. Number four, either we keep ownership of stock XYZ or we sell it at the agreed upon price. Number five, repeat. Let's go from examples involving real estate to practical ways we can apply this cash flow method to really profit from options trading in the market by creating passive income. This is particularly helpful in challenging markets where buy and hold investors or traders rather are experiencing extreme ups and downs. Let's have Stock explain what let's explain what a stock cover call option is. An option is a commitment made by someone to sell a specific stock onto a predetermined date at a predetermined price. He or she gets paid a premium in exchange for this assurance. This premium is dependent on both the passage of time and the movement of the stock price. In our experience as a financial investor, many individuals find it difficult to understand the concepts of time, decay, and cash flow in the stock market. We are aware that it took some time for us to see the light. We therefore made a minor exchange a few years ago only for educational purposes, just as many real estate investors maintain their rental property regardless of price variations. We decide to hold a stock for an extended period of time despite swings in its value. Let's say we purchase an exchange-traded fund ETF and held it for a year in order to demonstrate to our community the parallels between real estate investors collecting rent and stock investors selling options. We don't typically hold stocks for that long, much less purchase something that is declining. However, we set out to demonstrate that a stock that is losing value can still produce revenue, just as a property that is losing value can still produce rent and can produce in the form of passive income, right, from the people that are renting it. This is also important to understand because we can create passive income even when the economy is bad. There are a lot of people that are losing their houses, and all they need to do is shift their context, the way they see money, the way they understand how money is created, and they can put their house that is a liability right now that they're losing to work, put it to work, get out of there, rent it, right? And begin to use that capital to get back on the payments and, of course, keep whatever is left. And hopefully the individual is reinvested back into the asset column, right? So we tap into excess of cash flow, the 3 E's of a master investor. Number 1, financial education. Number 2, financial experience, meaning we have to be actively investing. We cannot give the money away to anybody to invest for us. We have to do it ourselves. And number 3, have an excess of cash flow. We need to see that money coming in through direct sales done via a system. In other words, through smart marketing, using different methods that we explain inside of our digital courses. Make sure you click the links somewhere on the description of this audio. And if you're watching this on our live stream right now, make sure you check out all the links that we have in the description because they are here to help us build the asset column. So everything that is working for our community, we're going to be sharing it so that everybody can grow to the next level financially and passive income specifically. However, we set out to demonstrate that the stock that is losing value can still produce revenue, right? And so we need to pay close attention because the strategy will help us build passive income even when we're investing in stocks. This is a real set of extremely trades that investors executed in the subprime crisis. Initially, someone purchased 500 shares of XYZ, let's call it SPY, an exchange-traded fund that replicates the performance of the S&P 500. Given that XYZ or SPY only replicates the S&P 500, this was crucial. Whatever happened, they were going to hold it for a year. They kept a tight eye on it after they bought it to check it if it was moving sideways, upwards, or downwards. They were in the position of being the option seller rather than the option buyer because they are the owner of the shares. Investor purchased 500 shares of the SPY exchange traded fund and subsequently sold 5 contracts for 1 month call options at a $2.15 premium. The investor informed the buyer that he may purchase the SPY at any moment before the expiration date for $154, which was more than he had paid for the SPY. There are now 3 possible routes for this stock to go. Since investor purchased it at a lesser price, investor will have profited if the stock increased and investor decided to buy at 154. The option will have expired worthless and we would have kept our $2.15 multiplied by a 500 premium in cash flow if the stock had continued to move sideways and stayed below $154. This is comparable to a residence whose worth doesn't change. That rent will still be our source of income. The option will expire worthless and we will keep our $2.15 premium, multiply that by 100 if the stock fell. As we can see, investor has created a situation in which he or she would always be able to make money from an asset that the investor had bought. This seemed like a very appealing approach for all to make our passive income. After purchasing 500 shares, the investor sold the options. That equates to 100 share 1 month contract at premium of $2.15 a piece. If we do the math, we will find that the investor made $1,075 in revenue and deducted the brokerage fee to have a net income of $1,061. $1,061. Remember the cash flow circle? Make sure we pick the right side of the cash flow circle in order to build true wealth, which is total freedom. On the left side of the cash flow circle, we can see that the employee, they have a job, they earn a paycheck, they sell their time for money, they have ordinary income or earn income. And of course, we also see the self-employed who owns a job. They're the best at what they do, so they don't like to have anybody above them. They have to see the clients, they still have to shop to make the money. So they're on the left side of the cash flow circle. Wealth is built on the right side of the cash flow circle. We find the business owner, which owns systems that makes us money when we're not working, because it's a system of systems doing the selling and selling for us. And then we also find the inside investor, which money works for us through sound investing. So wealth is built on the right side of the cash flow circle. So here at Master Investor, we're building true leaders, business owners, right? Wealth entrepreneurs and inside investors, which is a master investor. This demonstrates how to own stocks, assets, and make money off of them. Investor spend a whole year selling options on XYZ shares month after month, despite the stock's decline in value. Why? For all intents and purposes, we are not different from a real estate investor who experienced a temporary fall in the value of his rental property. He or she gets the rent every month, and we get our money from options every month too. Even as we both wait for the assets underlying worth to increase, this income keeps coming in. We get to keep the stock as long as time decay generates revenue. When an underlying asset such as a stock or home can lose value, but the cash flow is relatively stable, that is considered true cash flow investing. As we previously stated, most individuals believe that the master investor's concept of investing for cash flow and stock investment are mutually exclusive, and they are not, as we have proven. Yes, if we are thinking about the typical investor or the average investor or the trader approach to stocks, which is to purchase, hold, and pray, extremely risky, by the way, lack of financial education, that's what shows. On the other hand, a well-informed inside investor understands the benefits of cash flow investing and how to do so. And there you have it. I hope that you enjoyed today's talk. Make sure that if you have any questions, let me know. Drop it down in the comment section, and I'm going to talk to you on the next podcast, bringing the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Today's topic is using stocks to invest for positive cash flow or passive income. And it requires a higher level of financial education. Make sure that you get our digital courses. I'll talk to you next time. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now. Okay, perfect. All right, there you have it. Let me fix something here. Mm-hmm. All right, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? I'm going to be watching the chat here. 1 second. Let me pull it up here for us. I will go back and check. Oh, I know where it is. It's right here. All right, let me see. So let me see. What's the topic you sent? Context such as ads, product placement. Let me see. Okay, good. It's processing. Let's see the other one. So let me go back. All right, that's the title for just the. All right, so that's that one. Come on. This one is actually. Yeah. Mm, 1,000, 5,000. Let's see here. All right. Let me see if I can. So I need to go here.
tonight, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. Yeah, don't let go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. Too many nights spent all in bed, you're all alone. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. If you say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. Can't say no, can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Keep it go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I wanna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. Too many nights spent all in bed, you're all alone. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. If you say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night, tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight, tonight. Can't say so, can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight, tonight? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay now? Go home. Baby, can you just stay now? So I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay now? So I can't say no. Can you just stay now? Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay now? Go home. Can you just stay now? So I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay now? say so. I can't say no. Baby, just stay now. I say so. I can't say no. Baby, just stay now. Just stay now. So I can't say no. Baby, just stay now. Only inspect to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Can't say so. I can't say no. Baby, just stay now. say so, I can't say no. You just stay now. You just stay now. So I can't say no. You just stay now. It's been lonely in this bed to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Can't say so, I can't say no. You just stay now. Waste can't say so, I can't say no. You just stay now. You just stay now. So I can't say no. You just stay now. Waste It's been lonely in this bed to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Can't say so, I can't say no. You just stay now. so I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay the night? Can you just stay the night? So I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay the night? Waste another day. You to stay the night. Only in this bed to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Don't say so. I can't say no. Can you just stay the night? Can you just stay the night? Yeah, let it go. Waste another day. You to stay the night. Can't say no. Don't say so. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay the night? Can you just stay the night? So I can't say no. Can you just stay the night? Yeah, let it go. Waste another day. You to stay the night. Spend only in this bed to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Don't say so. I can't say no. Can you just stay the night? Can you just stay the night? I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Still say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in bed. You're all the ones to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. Just say so. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no, baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home, baby, can you just stay another night? Just say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Still say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in bed. You're all the ones to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. Just say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no, baby, can you just stay another night? Go home, baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent only in spent all I want to keep me warm. Wish you would hear me stay. I'm not alone. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no, baby, can you just stay another night? Go home, baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay alive tonight? Keep you till don't come home. Baby, can you just stay alive tonight? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent only in bed. You're all I want. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. You don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay alive tonight? Keep you till don't go home. Baby, can you just stay alive tonight? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no, baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you don't go home, baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. You don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? You don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Many nights spent only in bed. You're all I want. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. You don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay alive tonight? Keep you till don't go home. Baby, can you just stay alive tonight? Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. You don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, keep it close. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, yeah, don't let it go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste the night. Tonight, don't go home. I wanna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Yeah, don't let it go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste the night. The night alone. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Yeah, don't let it go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste the night. Tonight alone. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Too many nights spent only in bed. You're all alone. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Yeah, I won't let it go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste the night. The night alone. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Keep it close. Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Yeah, don't let it go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste the night. Tonight. Alone. Don't go home. I wanna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, you say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight, keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Yeah, I won't let it go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste the night. tonight. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, don't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in bed. You're all I want. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no. Baby, can we just stay another night? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can we just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in bed. You're all I want. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. I'm not alone. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Alone, don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can we just stay another night? Keep it close, don't go home. Baby, can we just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another wanna ask you to stay tonight. Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent only in bed. You're the one to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Alone. Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I wanna ask you to stay another night. Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night alone. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in this bed. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. If you say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I'm ready to go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Can't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in this bed. To keep me warm, wish you were here instead. If you say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I'm ready to go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home. I wanna ask you to stay another night. say so? I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Don't say so. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in bed to keep me warm, but you ain't here instead. Don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights spent lonely in bed to keep me warm, but you ain't here instead. Don't say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay another night? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Yeah, let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Too many nights, spent lonely in despair. You're all I want to keep me warm, but you ain't here to stay. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, I'm gonna ask you to stay another night. Can't say no, baby, can you just stay another night? Don't go home, baby, can you just stay another night? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste another night. Don't go home, wanna ask you to stay tonight. Too many nights spent lonely in this bed. You're alone to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Alone. Just you say so. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Yeah, I won't let go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste tonight. Tonight. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. You say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste tonight. Tonight. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Yeah, I won't let go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste tonight. Tonight. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Too many nights spent lonely in this bed. You're alone to keep me warm. Wish you were here instead. Alone. Just you say so. I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Keep you close. Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Yeah, I won't let go. 'Cause I don't wanna waste tonight. Tonight. Don't go home. I'm gonna ask you to stay tonight. Tonight. Can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Tonight. Say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you stay tonight? Keep you close, don't go home. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Say so, I can't say no. Baby, can you just stay tonight? Keep baby, can you just stay tonight? Yeah, I won't let it go, 'cause I don't wanna waste the night. Don't waste the night. I won't let too many. It's been only in spare.